vests around the server.
Yeah, well, Speedy does start off with one. Still a blanket on the Tricked side, and that's actually allowed Speedy to get a lot of position here. So Tricked, now blanketed, now caught off guard, and Kieran rotate, not able to find that frag. A lot of space is already on this bomb site to lock it down. Here comes the execute. lauNX nice tap as Larson jumps over, and it all just seems but done. A perfect, flawless pistol round for Sprout. Yeah. And all the meanwhile,
Quez walking out.
Quez has walked out B. He's actually found one. That's a good start. That might pull off rotates from Sprout. And actually, this A bomb site kind of under defended. Molotov hits stair, forced into the open. Only a dink will suffice onto Kier, and that's the A bomb site. Raz is at least trying to make something with the MP9, but that's not gonna meet his maker.
I mean, we talked about it very early on in the round with the short control that's taken by Quez. And holding this aggressive of a line, yeah,
Very nice.
It is not something that lauNX can just aggressively peek into. Very well done. The map as much as you please, but Rawls, he wants to pull things back. He's aggressed again up on the short side, even though they've lost it, and he gets rewarded, bringing it back down to a 4v4. This B play here, though, what a fantastic contact play. It's all up to Rawls now.
Yeah, and he's even flashed off, so Iceberg doubles up on the entry. And yet again, Sprout
still take advantage of catching that smoke fade, and again, the Grail player.
A slow walkout Paladin. It's Tricked just holding the line right now.
Yeah, and it's Prime with a blinder of an entry on the long side.
Could get so maybe Sprout just decide that they want to save and
that
go.
Individual form is also against Sprout. That's where we might have a blowout on our hands, Pigeon.
It's very good information. It's very good information, but lauNX at least finds something off of that. But Connector's still
contacting a long player, and there it goes. But an even better kill from Iceberg. What the hell was that?
Yeah. Up from bank. Two players rotated in. Iceberg's at least found one. What on earth is that spray through the metal from lauNX? It at least gives them a chance now into this 3v3 retake. A flash is being thrown over. Rouse has got a gap in this smoke, which means Prime goes down. Still flashes.
Get up.
They have to pick up the time. lauNX is the only one with the kit. Quez. They're on the bomb. And there we go. It's all but done. Nice hold. Boost. There is that expectation that they have pushed through. And Prime just absolutely executes lauNX on the entry. Rouse, even though he's in the fire, is able to find one.
Wow.
But it's just a blanket of teasing the kill feed for Tricked as they look like...
Very key for Tricked to pull away on the C side. Oh, he actually dissuades him from going aggressive into short. Good little change up here to try to take short control, but Quez threw a little bit of a wood catch timing on any of these playground players.
He could get it.
But he's got all the timing. Yeah, perfect. Equalizing kill on the Iceberg.
He's going to keep going.
Aggressing even more.
Now that Trick find themselves in. And as such, they have to walk up towards B. Straight into the scope of Slacks and Larson goes down immediately. Fantastic bit of utility to allow lauNX to get into that monster position. But Prime, as good as he's been, even though he gets this flank, he says, doesn't happen. And Kier finds it, but doesn't find the rest.
Yeah, you can start to see a little bit more confidence here. Slacks trying to take this short angle.
Very nice.
And now Stair, again with his aggression, only goes 1 for 1. And Prime as well, taking and getting rid of all of this A presence, and Quez taking a magnificent shot on the Slacks there.
Oh, look at this.
These entries have been sublime.
Speedy's getting aggressive. That could be to his demise. And so, it's lauNX in a 1v.
Very difficult stuff to do, but GoTV might have been a little bit more of a...
They are looking ready to peek Slacks' scope long way back. And even though he's blind, still finds that first. Able to move up towards long, though. He's not playing the default right now. And actually, a miss shot by Slacks. Prime is able to find something on the other side of the map. Trade's going in the favour of Tricked, and Kier is going huge right now. It's only Slacks in the heavens, but you say only Slacks. We know what this guy can do with the AWP. Larson's being run down as he tries to plant perfect positioning connector. Activates just at the right time. And Prime on this A-lurk, too little too late as Sprout. Flash, and well, there goes Prime, jumping in. Spots 2, has his knife out, Iceberg's there to cover. Speedy around the pillar, is able to find 2 with the fire with the FAMAS, and well, all of a sudden, it actually is just this 1v3. lauNX has done a great job. Iceberg does even better to connect onto the head. And this nade, this Molotov, goes the wrong way. Flash out. I think Iceberg has the read on this, but runs out of bullets. That's so awkward. And Slacks is able to put the scope into his chest. Even though Slacks is holding down the line, Quiz is going to activate over towards his B position yet again. He's been searching for that for the majority of this game, and Stare even falls. Everyone's going on this CT side for Sprout, and the last 2 players remaining.
Speedy keeping things honest. And Kier here, yeah, it takes away the one gun, or one of 2 guns.
Puts that up towards short. Actually creates a bit of panic there for Sprout. You can see
they require. And finally, we see a little bit more aggression from Slacks here earlier on, but larssen too quick on the trigger.
Yeah.
No Molotov to dissuade them from aggression.
Side, Speedy's going to be that first point unless the flash comes through. Quest just running and gunning, takes 2 hits, and there's even one more to find for him. Iceberg finishes it just to make sure. Stare's left alone.
Rounds, they want a winning half. And it seems like they might get it here. Too quick on the trigger.
Fall off the angle. So it does feel like it's only Stare here now. A one and done would be fantastic, but Kier's not going to let that happen. And now they can accelerate his position always towards B. They can always lean back towards it, and they can always lean on Quest to get a nice little opening. And that forces Rouse back into the site. Even though the flashes are over, lauNX can't find anything, so Rouse can't drop the bomb as well. Iceberg was taking that fight very, very aggressively, but Slack.
Oh, he's looking out a little bit. Gets a kill on a Prime, and it is the last half. Last round of the half. The kills that they have received have been quite important. They've been very impactful, and he wanted to get another one, but Slack says no.
Yeah.
Showing maybe it is on, but back into this.
Yep, they're heading through. Up towards Truck. Stare goes down, but Speedy in response. Up towards Long. lauNX needs something, and he does find it. It's Slacks just sitting away, finding kills, and Rouse finishes. Larson just positioned behind the smoke, going to be hearing everything. And lauNX takes 1, takes 2.
Wow.
Wait, so that's the B bomb site pretty much open. Iceberg's the only one here to defend. He's rushing up long to try and find this. And Alan rotates. Larson goes down. Nicely done by Slacks. So both bomb sites, very pro. And also, importantly, they keep 5 alive here as well. Look at the money on this Sprout site. Sprout just heading straight towards B. 2 pushing monster though. This is perfect. Kier, a bit of a fumbled deagle spray. Does connect alongside Quez. Iceberg meanwhile on the site. Does able to find one. Speedy's here in transition. Players are locked out. But Prime does seem aware. Is he this aware though? Too quick. Executes from Stare. And even the third as they opt to rotate. Quez has just been knocked out of the round by Rouse as well.
Quite well. Speedy gets connector control, and Stare, he's up to his usual antics. Speedy again. Going 1 for 1 on the short side.
lauNX is
still valuable, but lauNX is out. You're right.
Yeah, forced back by the Molotov. Maybe forced back by Icebergs, but it's as well just about escape. Larson, nice orb find as well. We've been waiting for him to get in contestation with that.
That's not good.
And very awkward timing, very awkward positioning. 2v3, lauNX worse aware, head taken clean off, and Kier is going to finish up the rest. Tricks the answer back from just a really good angle across this smoke. It's being red. He sprays through, blind, and can't finish does lauNX, but at least there's something there from Stare.
10 seconds.
Yeah, and only 10 seconds left. Time is limited. Stare has got a plant covering the line. They managed to get it down, but it's just very, very sharp from the Danish side. And even though the bomb
to run away with this pigeon.
They do. This fighting connector, actually crucial. Speedy caught with the Molotov out. That's not very nice. That's kind of awkward. And in the meantime, Rouse is going to... The only thing is, it wasn't the frag. And lauNX actually gets one as the smoke blooms. Larson, we've been waiting for him to come activated, and then actually the flash forces him off. Iceberg's gone. No support, which means Larson does go down. I feel like we're saying is everyone's throwing punches, and everyone's throwing a really, really hard punch.
Definitely, definitely. You take a look at the Sprout buy. Before I even say that, Prime, so aggressive down in the connector.
And he's going to be surprised. Here's everything right now. And as they line up, takes 2 scalps. And what on earth does Stare do now? He can't fight Prime. He's escaped into the clutches of his teammates. The bomb has been dropped. Stare's still making noise. And he's shut down, silenced eventually. Tricked yet again.
Pigeon and Prime, he's looking for the knockout punch. 4 in the round.
It's aggressive on the side of Tricked. And Kier wants to try and find an opening here. Early opening doesn't go his way. lauNX still trying to fight. And Quez has to back off. They've allowed Prime to get in this really good position. Larson's finally activated with the orb. It's a very awkward situation right now. The bot actors Rouse has to run away. Both teams screaming right now on where on earth everyone is. Slacks does alleviate the pressure, however. We've got a 3v2 on our hands, but Tricked, do they guess the right bomb site? Well, Prime is certainly here to try and find something. Good positioning, good find. Larson is able to fall back now, and
This game, Slacks getting aggressive down in the connector.
Faking the plan.
Or, sorry. Yeah, man. It comes back to bite them. Slacks left alone in a 1v2. What can he possibly do in this situation with both players down in the heaven position? Larson takes the swing out late into the fourth. Dent any little bit on the trick side of things. Slacks getting activated, but Prime keeping things even kill. Larson finding a little bit more impact. Things are running away from Sprout here. A man advantage for Trick to close out map 1.
Their map pick.
Oh!
Bomb dropped as well by Larson. Everything is in their court right now. Rouse at least brings something back, but traded yet again because he's on low HP. And now it is lauNX left alone. Would have seen him have a couple of nice dual shots so far. But does he expect the AWP of Larson? Yes, he does. Flashes him off the angle. Bomb still in control of the AWP, trying to jump around. And there finishes off. Players pushing up. It's gonna be unexpected. Making contact. Nicely done. Speedy doubles up and Stare comes for a third. Lovely start. Lovely contact play. And Stare's watching him. Stare's covering him. And Stare's found him too. Lovely, lovely start for Sprout Paladin.
It's like a car crash, Pigeon. just colliding on the ramp, and it leaves Kieran in an impossible situation. Well done.
Trick to just force back down to these pistols. Stare is going to mow them down through the AK, and here comes the Mac 10. You'd like to make ends meet. AK retrieve. Defenses, but he's even being mollied out. Now Smoke knows where he is. Slacks and Rouse answering for 2.
Wow.
And even that lone player on the bomb side just getting shut down. Perfectly called execute there from the side of Sprout. Prime at least finds something for his troubles, but he's going to have to save that M4 alongside.
That is what the round I'm specifically looking for. And they're doing a good job thus far. Kier, the only man to really hold on to his rifle thus far and probably send Trick back down to the connector to watch through connector.
Nice.
And no smoke there on the connector allows Slacks to have free reign. Crash Pigeon. Let's see who comes out on top.
Yeah, but he's playing around this smoke perfectly enough to take down Speedy. Does a lot of his HP. Opts to play a passive angle, but then also forces him out. Prime's in support. Prime finds one. And on the angle, it's still Prime trying to work his way into this one. And we find... And now this is where Tricked have got to pincer in. Time is able to be played into their hands, but the numbers aren't right now. Larson's waiting for this aggressive peak, and it ain't gonna come. Too damn disciplined, and only exits for the Danish AWP as Slacks backs away. Might not even save this AWP, but it doesn't matter. They've won the round for their troubles. Very, very well played by Sprout. Yeah, the round map. Speedy. I think he might take contact over towards B. He does so, and he pays for it with his life. Prime finds another. Larson just missing a shot, but Iceberg's here to support. That's okay. That's fine. Holding his hand over to one area instead of hold around jungle, so giving as much map control as he can, but Prime, lovely flick. And Raz is left alone in this 1v4, just tapping down Kier through the bench, but without the bomb control, and with Prime forcing himself back into it, this is all but done. It's just trying to find his individual fights now to do as much damage as he can, but Larson on the scope. We saw him having a very... You can never count Tricked out of these situations, and Larson's going clay pigeon shooting, and the clay pigeons this time are going to shoot back effectively. Larson missing a shot, doesn't matter, Rouse is blind, and as the white screen fades, finds with a Glock and AWP in his hands, but I don't think he's going to be using that for very long. Kier is just biding his time, waiting it out, and whatever Rouse gets now, it is decent in terms of damage, you'd like to think, with an AWP and a Glock. And for Trick to just sort of keep themselves sort of tucked-tailed to surround. Iceberg spots the barrel and as such throws down that one-way smoke. Nice pick by Larson as well. Rouse hasn't slipped by. Very, very nice flash. Iceberg repositions. Actually gets the scope. Can't quite flick down to Stare, but still, decent damage done. Decent information.
The player that we should be looking towards to make a real impact.
Oh, there you go. Just as you say his name, he activates. And 2 quick kills in 0.2 seconds.
Empty out that part of the map is very difficult for the T. But it's these pistols that have found an opening. They can run up connector here. All this control.
Yeah, they could keep at the pace, or they could lose a member and bring it back into a equal round.
Anything because the main hit is coming through mid. They've just sat on this control for so long, but
lovely.
Iceberg racking the kills up, getting 3 on the round. It's just this is quite a tall order.
Yeah, nice peek by Iceberg. It even cleans up the rest as well with an ace.
Slacks misses his opportunity to punish it.
Yeah.
And it's a double up singing.
Yeah, just gets the game as well. And now he's even caught up towards ramp. So as soon as they take that early contact, they just keep now. They won't even expect him to be up here. And as Rouse rounds the corner, his head is taken off. Stair has got to find an answer into how he's going to clear Iceberg, and does so to his demise. Quez swings, nicely done. And Speedy is being watched by Prime. Doesn't even matter because Quez finishes that.
Another question, because this A execute is on the card. They've pushed this ramp smoke.
And
they've got an opening on a lauNX.
Yeah. Very good. Iceberg trying to trade. Doesn't do so successfully. Still the one-man advantage. Perfectly timed flash as lauNX gets one more. And even the cover from CT. They know they haven't got a smoke there, so just have the AWP cover it. Why not?
And keeping 4 alive nonetheless. They're still in this, Pigeon. Nonetheless.
They are still in this. They're reinforcing that side.
Wow. Swift play from Larson earlier on.
Beautiful.
That connector play finally working out, and Quez also winning the ramp fight. Those initial fights that they were necessarily struggling with are working out wonders now.
Yeah.
Although Rouse pulls one back, it's still very difficult to get out of this situation.
And there's still an opportunity to pull it back though. This mid-fight, crucial. And actually Prime might have finalized this round. Speedy though, I don't think they account for him. They don't account for Speedy. This is so damn scary, but Quez at least finds it back. A 1v3 on the cards for Rouse. Don't count him out this one just yet. He's got a smoke to allow himself to cross. Util as well. But Kier's got to be careful. Rouse is going to swing at the perfect time. But you're never going to get the perfect towards Palace. Larson, the first time he's taken this control. But maybe he might be forced off the angle because character has been lost. He can sort of piece together what on earth this A defense is like. And Stair just going through the smoke. Perfect first. Up to Larson now. He's been very, very absent so far, but can he find himself holding down the line in this A bomb site? Well, he gets the first. Slacks first and actually only spots the shoulder. Bomb's able to be thrown out of the apps as Slacks is thrown out of the round. Prime has found something that he wants to use to slip by and actually puts it in a 2v2. And both from the short side now. But on the T side, one in apps, one in bench. And lauNX taking scalps Larson. Alleviates a 1v2 into a 1v1 and has an understanding of where Speedy is playing, but just missing each other. Ships in the night. Speedy swings out. Larson connects with the Deagle. That's so damn sick. Many players here for Sprout, ready to hold down the line, and Rouse taking contact, tapping down with the USP. Oh, and Slacks misses loads of his shots. We still find ourselves in this 3v3 though, a blanket of trades. lauNX has got to hold on to jungle. Beautiful tap, and Iceberg is going over and out with the bomb. It's caught off in connector, in Stair's hands, and Quez 1v3. What can you do here on this A bomb site? Absolutely nothing. Beautiful precision. Close games, close affairs the entire time. Larson getting caught off guard. Beautiful Molotov. Pushing through it is Rouse. And Kier.
Speedy.
Oh, caught out on the reload. Speedy has to fall back. MP9 can't quite make that one work because there's a little bit of damage. But still a 4v4. Finished off his Iceberg. lauNX walking around the back of the site. Slacks with the scope, able to provide. Quez burning down the aforementioned player. No, they don't. They do now. Made contact. Awkward shot. And Stair can just hold the line. His Palace is being watched. His apps is being watched.
They want to abuse this ramp.
Yeah, but you're going to have to go into the crosshair of Rouse, which actually proves dividends to you. 3 kills lined up. Cleaned up the 4th. Iceberg is there thinking, well, they're so damn confused on where to look.
A third and final map.
Look at this under control that Stair's been given. Slacks, misses the AWP shot. Larson comes out better on that. But does Stair activate at the right time? He wants to keep hold of connector. He wants to keep hold of underground. 2 different positions, and one of them just flounders on away from him. To round going in favour of Tricked right now as the kills go their way. A 2v5. Not much that Sprout can do in this situation. Tricked. They have an answer for everything. Does Sprout have an answer in this round?
Win rate might not necessarily agree with it, but...
Swing Invitational. And if you're just joining us, Sprout trying to create a chokehold here in middle. Stair through the smoke. Nice find. Slacks has got to be ready for prime up towards connector. Is so nice. Quick scope. 2 players executing over towards B. And into the scope of lauNX, you're not going to do much in that sense, apart from Kier taking his head clean off. Does he account for Spiddy underneath the apps, jumping out? Oh, awkward timing there. A 1v3 for Kier. It's not out of the realms of possible. 2 kits here for Sprout. They can play out the time, and a swing from Kier meets his maker. And Rouse finishes. Sprout to try and force out Sprout from anything. And there we go. Well, Speedy starts with 1. That's not the opening that Tricked expected.
Brutal retake for Sprout.
So as they enter one bomb site on Kier, it's over on that side of the map. Bomb is caught out in apps as well, and with 20 seconds left, and with lauNX on the back of the site, you ain't getting that bomb anytime soon, Tricked. It's Larson. He's got to save. He's got to run away. But it's going to be Tricked. They looked... Oh no, this is awkward. Oh, he does that. Putting down on them, and they're expecting every which way. Shoulder spotted, Iceberg down, A-play coming through. 2-2 split from the con and the ramp side, and Rouse unaccounted for towards Underbalk. Throwing out his own flash as well. Everyone's blind. Team flashes account, and Stare finds another. Running out of the Molotov, Rouse picks another head, and Stare finishes yet again. Sprout off timing here, but Prime is so close. Here's him going back. Lovely, lovely snipe in the back. But meanwhile, speaking of snipers, lauNX is getting activated. Speedy, even though he's blind, still finding more. And Kier can only answer up for 1. This might be the end. Certainly looks like it. And as Prime comes in from the flank, now he's known. A known entity coming through the smoke, and he isn't going to find any more than that. It's the option where they want to go to. Rotates coming through thick and fast, but they don't need it if lauNX activates for 1. Slacks with another. Slacks going huge right now as he jumps into Temple with 3. Absolutely beautiful stuff. And Kier can't catch him off. A supporting cast around him to knock out this last player. And Tricked. Wow, there might be a chance. Kier is hitting some lovely shots as they start to surround. Speedy finishes. Beautiful from Slack. Maybe Tricked expected to do it again with the SMGs. Well, here comes Stare. And there goes the first frag in the favour of Sprout. So getting these MP9s to work really nicely is one thing. Losing an M4 on the A bomb site is another. And Slacks can't quite tap it down the player crossing. It's the bomb, however, needs to get back. He's going to start to go down. Rouse can't quite spray in the right position, but Slacks accounts for it. Nice double as he walks into the bomb site. And now this retake firmly in the hands of Sprout as Spiddy confirms. And Prime, if they want the space, they're keeping it very, very nicely. Iceberg, nice flash though. Stare's aggression and the re-aggression from the previous.
Well handled. And it's Slacks. Still wanting to dole out damage, but he's baited in Rouse pretty well there. Although they go 1 for 1, Slacks does get another trade back.
West can secure it with this frag, waiting for the donut player to peek, and lauNX. Nicely done to help out his teammate. But they've got the right read here. lauNX alone, doesn't matter. He can effectively count as 2 people as he cleans the rest up. Lovely job by lauNX.
Aggressive in main.
Spotted though.
Perhaps he gets rewarded for it. Yeah, he does.
Beautiful spray.
An opening on the quiz.
And look at how Rouse has positioned himself in mid. Kier ain't gonna check this. He surely ain't gonna check this. Yeah. Nice free kill there for Rouse. Another one could be in the equation as the bomb is yet to cross from mid. And Iceberg's gone down, so can't help Prime. Shut down though by a double peek. Rouse biting off more than he can chew, but who else than Slacks to come in and support? Stare needs to get the final for a... Yeah, Stare can get the final for a team ace here. Prime is worse for wear. Because when it's not the individuals, it's the entire team of Sprout working together. And there's your team ace, ladies and gentlemen. So, off guard there in mid, but somehow they can't find the kill. Pushing up close towards ramp. Speedy activated. Stare too. But still, this 2v2 trade. Rouse is going to try and spray. Very, very possible. Caught out with an aid. Maybe Iceberg whittles down his HP in the Molotov, but still finds a frag. And this double AWP.
lauNX is getting frisky.
Exactly. Double AWP retake. Very, very impossible. But if Iceberg keeps giving away these kills, if Tricks walk into the scopes even more, they might just go dry here. Might just provide contact. Well, that's a bit of contact that Slacks didn't want. So lauNX in a 1v2. Playing around the pillar. No scope onto the first. Picks up the AK Quez with that bit of utility. I think knowing where he is. And even though that information gathered, Quez
still believed in that B play, and they got it.
Yeah, but they tried to do the exact same thing, and Slacks isn't going to fall for the same thing twice. Even taking a nice re-aggression, and taking Prime as well. They got this 2-man advantage. trying to force the issue. Iceberg a nice first. I don't think Stair's going to try and let him get away with more, but over peaks, over steps, and Iceberg finds another head.
Smoke down onto the cave side of things, leaves a little bit of a gap, but Rawls takes advantage of it. Kill on the Kier, but Quez finally starts hitting his shots. And now Iceberg mopping things up on the retake. It's just second on.
And Stair's going to re-aggress. Flash dodged. But still, the CT's starting to make ends meet here. They have 2 to their name already, and it's so awkward for Tees to clear. And Prime, the perfect example. And up towards ramp, the 2 remaining Danish players are going to be mowed down for a little bit by Speedy, but he does go down. At least you got Slacks there to assist, and Stair coming in from the cave again.
Speedy a little too quick there on the movement.
They accelerate off the back of this AWP shot though, and Speedy's going to be tested, and he ain't going to pass that one. Stair, nice first. Needs to get more, you'd like to think. And actually, Larson misses this shot, gives the opportunity. Macked him backing off and just avoids him. And, well, the util being thrown proves Larson's demise. lauNX running and gunning with the 5-7. Perfect weapon for it. And all these kills in favour of Sprout. Retake absolutely perfect. Kier has been knocked off of his angle by a smoke, and the defuse comes through Sprout.
Aggressive play. lauNX already just trained on main.
It feels like this round is in the palm of his hands and gets taken out by 2 AWPs looking towards him. Tricked with the space they've been given, have to work towards A, and Iceberg doesn't make anything in the cave. What did you have? And the bomb's going to go first. Rouse, nice first. Can't quite spray for the second, but it still gives the opportunity for Slacks to watch the cross. And Quez is left alone in this 1v4. Doesn't seem doable.
Fires are now coming back into fruition, although he gets a tap out here, Quez, but that's all she wrote.
Word of caution. Rouse is spotted ahead. Rouse taps out ahead.
Ooh.
But with how Sprout are holding these defenses right now, it doesn't exactly seem like that's going to be a repeat scenario into round number 14. And Rouse is just everywhere. Fluid as can be.
Wow.
Beautiful control. Beautiful taps away, man. Like, even though at the moment it's only lauNX to take the first point of contact, and he's going to do so successfully. Backs off into the temple. One more slip by the net, but it Slacks to pick up that piece of the puzzle. Trying to jump across, spot the information. lauNX ain't going to be mollied off just yet. Smoke got his feet. So he's able to keep that position. And a 2v5 at the end of the half, make it a 2v4. Nice by Larson to bring something back to the Trick squad. But with the bomb out in the open, and with the amount of players starting to surround for Sprout, this looks all but impossible. As Stair finishes.
Doubling up. You got 4 dualies. 4 guns, sorry. It's going to get quite dicey, but Slacks just picture perfect with that P250. Man.
This could be a mowdown, however. Yeah, the bomb's out of the open. Bomb forced right into the exit again. And Quez, being surrounded, actually does a really good job of subsiding the numbers for Sprout. He's actually stuck in this pillar position right now and fighting his way out. Stair! Oh. Bloody hell, that's beautiful.
But look at this. Kier bounding into lane. He wants to take these fights with Iceberg, and he's got it. A kill onto Rawls.
Oh, very successful. Even attack on Speedy. Starting to surround, starting to create pressure. And this is the first time Sprout have realistically 5 rounds here. It's something to build up on.
And disadvantage and then go mid-late. That's all I've really seen from them thus far. And Larson, going aggressive in main, gets rewarded for his troubles. But this time, a key difference. Lane has been taken control by the T's. So
yeah, that's the one thing. Prime is ahead of this. Speedy's going to be caught off guard, taking out the round. Prime is lining him up, taking heads, and maybe taking Trick's 8 with him as well. Can't quite find that onto lauNX, who now has the opportunity of a 1v4 turned 1v1. Now he's the bomb and tucks away. Larson isn't going to wait for lauNX to make a move, and somehow... Opportunity to get back into this. Speedy out in mid, getting burned down. 2 players are low still. 10 and 12 on Miles and Speedy respectively. And Larson takes down the hero of the last round. This gets a bit dicey now if you Sprout.
Yeah, this clear HP disadvantage for Sprout may rear its ugly head just soon enough. Slacks doesn't have that much room to play with, exposing himself to as many angles as possible, but risks have to be taken, and Larson punishes it. It's just Slacks up to bat here down in Donut, but Stare pulls another one back. This is not...
Element of surprise by slipping by, but I think it's now been read. They lost mid-control for far too long to that not be a possibility. Stare 1v3. Quez is on an off angle. Very hard to predict this, and as he swings, he loses his life. Okay, trick. Sprout. Pistols. Again. Trying to pick up the pace, trying to change something at least, and Iceberg has his number. Maybe even more as well, as they start to get whittled away. It's just flow state right now, cleaning up these ecos as Trick towards the B bomb site, because right now, they're floating towards A.
Ooh, the little boost up out of the box. Catches Stare off guard, and now you're mid. A boost up by Speedy, but can he catch Larson off guard?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Ready for that. Putting his crosshair each and either way. And Kier shutting down Rouse in mid. Bombs dropped out in the open. Slacks is trying to find something, but it ain't gonna come to him. Never mind. Kier peaks. 20 HP on Slacks remaining. Quez is very, very frisky in this temple position because he's taking contact towards lauNX. Nice headshot. Slacks is the only one remaining. Tricked. Weren't phased by that Stare lurk, and now they're staring.
Those couples of entries. Look at this. Look at this utility barrage here in mid.
Yeah, but Kier ain't falling for it, man. He ain't falling for it. As with the drive-by. That's decent. Yeah, they get the bomb down. Could they get any more Slacks? Ooh. Oh my days, this is not the time to activate, young man. Those are the tricks, right? But Slacks' Deagle is in position. Spotted one. Iceberg gets at least something. Doubles up. Nicely done. Spray can't quite transfer, but here comes Stare from Donut. Do they watch it? Nice first dig. Iceberg sticking out of position. He's just gonna hold it. No! And ice cold as Iceberg. And finish off
back CT. It doesn't work out. And this mid fight, it's everything. Speedy trying tooth and nail, but Quez, he's trading just that much better. 2 for 1 on the trades. And Iceberg's here to try to help out in the situation. It's a complete collapse on the mid.
Wherever you go, it always seems to be like there's two. That's why he's got the USP out, but this could be all about timing. Lovely stuff. And the thing about Sprout is that they're still able to allows the full clear, and they know. Fortunately, Quez doing a good job, but Sprout not giving him anything. This one, they just want it over with. Quez hears this, and he puts himself in a good position. Nice first, needs more, but he's blind and can't find it. Smoke onto Donut. Kier's now out of this one. But Larson sneaks by. Larson sneaks by, and that's perfect. He even gets the opportunity to back off as well. And a chokehold alleviated, but still Iceberg's coming in from behind. Slacks is trying to find it. Slacks wants this one. But now both...
a little bit of a gap.
But the gap's closing straight away, and it's up to Slacks in a 1v2. Kier's got the bomb. Slacks doesn't get the shot, and as such, Trick finds 12. The left-hand side of the map is opened up. Oh, and a missed shot. Just spotting the body. Prime is finding 2. So that at least gives them something. Larson needs this. Larson needs this and doesn't find it. Slacks slow walking into the crosshair. In a way as they walk out. And that could be to his demise, but still finds the spray onto Speedy. Keeping the position. This buys a load of time for the rotates to come through. Slacks wants to go aggressive. And my god, is he going to take that position? Ooh. He finds 2, shuts it down, and Kier has gone as well. 16-12.